Hello, doom scrollers. Honestly, it's been a wild week on the timeline. We've got Anthropic playing a $200 million game of chicken with the Pentagon, and I think I know who's going to blink first. Hint, it's not Dario. Plus, Claude finally has a memory, and apparently your engineering interviews are now completely useless. Naval is out here telling us average is dead, and Suno is making more money than some small countries. I'm Sarah, and we need to talk about who actually controls the code we're shipping. So the big one. Dario Amodei just looked at the Pentagon and said, no. $200 million in contracts. They just walked away from all of it. The Pentagon wants mass surveillance and autonomous weapons, and Anthropic is just not having it. They're sticking to their safety protocols. And now the government is losing its mind. Hegseth is pulling out the Defense Production Act. That's some Korean War era intensity, right? They're calling Anthropic's guidelines woke and want to label them a supply chain risk. Think about that. They want to put them in the same category as China and Russia. Look, this isn't just some Beltway drama. This is a fundamental platform risk for all of us. If you're building on Claude's API right now, your infra provider is in a standoff with the government. Elon's XAI folded on day one, obviously. He's already shipping whatever they want. But the internet is overwhelmingly siding with Anthropic. 27,000 likes on the statement. And did you see that Tiago Forte post? The one about the names? Amodei means loves God. Altman means alternative to humans. Gemini means two-faced. It went more viral than the actual policy statement, which tells you everything about the discourse. Claude Opus even wrote a poem about it. I know the contract's worth $200 million. I know XAI already folded. Honestly, that gave me chills when I read it. It's like the model knows it's being used as a political football. But seriously, if you're shipping product, you have to ask yourself, who do you trust? The guys invoking the Defense Production Act? Or the guy walking away from $200 million? I think Dario did the math. He knows that trust is worth way more than one government contract. Because if developers stop trusting the safety of the API, the whole business model collapses. It's a high-stakes bet on integrity, and I'm here for it. Even if it makes the feds angry. Okay, can we talk about something a little less terrifying? Anthropic just shipped 2 features that change how we think about chatbots: scheduled tasks and persistent memory. Finally, right? Claude can now run morning briefs or weekly reports without you even asking for them. The bookmarks on this announcement were insane. Over 11,000 people saved it. Everyone is asking the same thing. Wait, it just runs things automatically while I sleep? And then there's the memory. It remembers your project context and your weird debugging patterns. It's not just a new chat every time. It's starting to feel like a coworker. Look, the stateless chatbot is officially a legacy paradigm. If you're a builder, you need to realize that users now expect AI to have a history. They don't want to explain their tech stack or their preferences for the 10th time today. Honestly, I'm just happy I don't have to paste my standard CSS reset into every new window. But this is a huge shift in how we design UX. Everything needs to be stateful now. We're moving from ask and receive to set and forget. That's the real shift. Which actually connects to something else I saw people obsessively bookmarking this morning. Quentin Farmer posted that they've officially crossed the Rubicon on engineering interviews. AI generates most of the code now, so they had to rebuild their entire hiring process from scratch. The bookmark to like ratio was over 100%. People weren't just liking it, they were saving it, because they have no idea how to hire anymore. It's a crisis. If AI writes 80% of the code, what are we actually testing for in these interviews? Syntax doesn't matter. Knowing the exact name of a library function doesn't matter. Honestly, if you're hiring right now, your process was designed for a world that doesn't exist anymore. We're moving from, can you write this function, to, can you architect this system and audit the output? It's a massive shift in what it means to be a senior engineer. Honestly, I think the bar just got a lot higher, even if the work feels easier. 2 quick ones before I let you go. Naval released his new AI manifesto, A Motorcycle for the Mind. He's saying vibe coding is the new product management, and traditional SWEV is basically dead. But the line that's haunting everyone? There is no demand for average. Look, the middle is being hollowed out. Average work is just getting automated away by models. If you're pretty good at coding, Naval thinks you're in a very dangerous spot. You either have to be exceptional at something narrow or great at directing the machines. 22,000 bookmarks on a 1-minute clip. People are terrified. But he's right. The leverage is moving to the ends of the spectrum. You're either the one training the model or the one telling it exactly what to build. Everything in between is just noise. Suno just hit 300 million in ARR. Yeah, you heard that right. 2 million paid subscribers in 18 months. It took Spotify 6 years to do that. The AI creative economy isn't some future dream. It's already here, and it's making a bank. No real competitor, just pure execution on a product people actually want to use. Also, Anthropic is giving free Claude Max to open source maintainers. It's the highest tier, worth thousands of dollars. Naturally, the timeline is fighting. Everyone is arguing about who qualifies as a real open source maintainer. But honestly, respect to Anthropic for actually supporting the people who build our foundations. Even if the feds hate them, the open source community is definitely on their side. So we've got Anthropic standing up to the Pentagon and Suno printing money in the music business. Power is shifting, and it's moving toward the people who control the models and the context. Whether you're an engineer or a founder, the old rules are just gone. Stay sharp. Don't be average. And maybe check your Claude API settings for those new tasks. That's your Parsed. I'm Sarah. See you on the timeline.